Hi friends, in Planet Earth Dating, it's Tuesday, October 27th, 2015. Ra here in the Lynn-Body-Mind, Glenn in the Jamie-Body-Mind, other teammates in other aspects of the physical dimension, all of us in the physical dimension and in the subatomic levels of the physical from the perspective of the spirit world viewers.
That's true.
The disaster continues in the nature realms, but there are other interesting things going on too, so it really isn't clear what aspect of the process is supposed to be under the spotlight for the videoed portion of today's effort. We're going to leave that to the highest concentration of truth and integrity that we're able to connect to decide, and we'll go with the background intention, which is to do what is ours to do right now in all dimensions to manifest the divine plan. The data clearly showing what's needed is to provide a collective restart, the deadline for that having been set by wiser minds above as January 17th, 2017, and short-term small goals set beginning from November 15th on. And with that, it begins. That is an excellent point. Someone is pointing out that we cleared a lot of what looked like fishing lines coming into the Search for Truth pillar this morning.
That's true.
But that we didn't clear the fishing lines that were going into the projects.
That's true.
And that is true. We can do that right now. Let's start to feel for them. Wow. No wonder Pan is acting so crazy. Look at all those fishing lines. He might be hooked.
That's true.
I see what might be happening with Pan. He's trying to rescue his friends.
That's true.
And he's asking himself questions that are causing him to replay the errors that they made. He's saying, what might have gone wrong with them? What errors might they have made?
That's true.
Possibly. And then he's getting hooked on the same kinds of fishing lines that they got hooked on, and then that fisher just reeled them in until they were close enough for the goons to come in and start beating them with sticks.
That's true.
And so Pan has, it seems like, bitten on the same bait.
That's true. I feel the hook in the mouth.
I do too. I do too. Okay.
Oh, I see.
Let's just start feeling for these lines and cutting them. These are projects of spirit, no fishing here.
That's true.
These are cordoned off life forms. There are those 3 cordoned off life forms in the projects, and all the physical presences who are participating in the Search for Truth pillar on all the various levels.
That's true.
And they're all off limits. In addition, there are 2 non-physical spaces participating in the Search for Truth pillar. The control room, who is a sentient space, a sentient presence. Everything is sentient. The control room is no exception. And the probe, the Search for Truth probe, who is a sentient presence. And all of those are participating in supervised projects of spirit, and there's no fishing. This is a no fishing zone.
That's true.
No fishing. We're just live streaming this up. But let's continue to cut
the cords,
the fishing lines and the nets and anything else that might be part of some fishing expedition.
That's true. There are big old nets.
I see
way
them.
Down low. There were right at the surface, thin little light nets, and then starting to pull those up come big algae covered nets.
That. I didn't notice them. We're sending this up to that highest concentration of truth and integrity that we're able to connect to. We don't know what to do about this, but we trust that your vantage point is better than ours.
That's true.
And that you can see the big picture better than we can, and that you'll know what to do better than we do. So we're sending it up to you, that highest concentration of truth and integrity that we're able to connect with. Highest meaning the highest percentage of truth and integrity, not anything geographic.
That's true. Pan has hooks all up and down him.
He's just covered.
Covered in hooks.
No wonder he kept going off in directions that didn't make sense.
That's true.
Pan, can you see this?
I don't believe he can see it. Like I see him looking down at his arms and legs and seeing nothing, and then running his hand over them and feeling the
it.
metal bumps.
So they're somehow invisible to you.
That's
Maybe you're looking at the projection. Look up, ask to be shown. There.
That's true.
There.
Now he can see them.
Now he can see it. Well, this is actually a beautiful gift, Pam, because we all have a hard time seeing ourselves clearly.
That's definitely
and
true.
In this way, this is a perfect illustration of that. And so this will give you an opportunity to practice looking up to see yourself clearly, and maybe this practice will create a habit that will serve you well in times to come.
That's true. That's definitely an opportunity.
Let's all do this, each of us for ourselves right now, asking to be shown. What's on us? Let's clear off whatever this is for all of us. Things we can't see that are unhelpful. Pete, the protista, who we refer to as end of the line outpost, is good at this game.
That is true.
Matilda is pointing out things she sees on others, and that's actually a beautiful gift of community, is
That's
to
true.
be able to say, hey, there's a monkey on your back.
That's true. And even to go one step farther, hey, there's a monkey on your back. Would you like help with that? I think I can maybe do something about that. In the Search for Truth pillar, they look like barbs, like seed pods, stickers.
Seed pods. These are things, they come in like a splinter, but they grow.
That's
I know
true.
that they grow. I was just looking at that.
It's interesting.
Yes. Out with them. And everybody
That's
check
true.
each other. Everybody there, check each other. And to do it not just this once, odds are good that this will need to be repeated over and over again.
That's true.
Because we've noticed that people don't mind breaking the rules.
That's true.
So we can assume it will happen again. Live streaming this up to that highest concentration of truth and integrity. And sending them everything that I'm collecting.
That's true.
They're going to figure out who these people are if they don't already know. And
evidence.
yes, it's evidence. This is evidence. Okay, let's check thing one. Let's check Black Wolf and Asha. Oh, wow, there's stuff on them too.
That's true.
Or
so many fishing lines that it almost looks like they're trapped in a spider web.
It does.
Like the room is full of fishing lines, ceiling to floor.
It is. And again, they have that same reaction like Pam did, like it must be invisible to them, but they look up and say, whoa, what's that?
Holy moly. And if they really felt up and down an arm, they could feel that something was bumpy.
But they're busy, and so they're just trying to keep everything going.
That's true. You're not spending a lot of time rubbing their arms and legs.
No.
I'm not saying we're supposed to take action, but asked to be shown thing 3.
Yeah, it's just
all fishing line.
Well, no wonder everything fell apart.
That makes sense.
We can at least with a scythe cut the fishing lines. Let's just cut them and then draw them in, because we can't pull them out. They're hooked.
That's true.
Ball it up, clean fresh energy, pitch it out the bottom. We can do the same for us with what we have cut, helping Black Wolf and Asha do this for thing 1. To emerge helps us do it for thing 1, and also our own physical host.
That's true.
Helping
thing 2.
Thing 2, the crew at thing 2, helping Garth and Pan and Paul and Betty Jean and the nature realm's presences who are there. Draw in the fishing lines and hooks that are in them. Draw them inside, ball them up into something like purple Play-Doh. Clean fresh energy, pitch it down.
Thank you for the beautiful gift of energy.
And now to help Matilda learn to do this for herself, and Pete learn to do this for himself. Pete seems on it.
That's true.
Anemone, learn to do it. Frontier, learn to do this for yourself. And below frontier, all those presences, there still seem to be a lot
A
of them.
lot of them, that's true.
Yes. To draw in the energy, see it as a gift of energy.
That's true.
No strings attached. Haha, it's funny because it did come with strings attached, but you cut the strings and now you just pull it in. And now there are no strings attached. Ball it up and send it out. And then what we can do for the rest of it is we can just begin to burn. And these fishing lines are probably highly flammable. So we just start to stretch and merge with the rest of the team here in the Search for Truth pillar, and the rest of the teams in the projects. You can merge with each other and to burn. Stretch, merge, and burn.
Self-care technique.
Yes. Okay. Let's just start to pull them down. We wrap them around each other to pull a rope down, and then we just pull this down. Matilda, would you like to chip whatever's on the other end of this?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Okay, here we go. That's probably what we should have done from the start. And everything is being recorded, and so we're live streaming it up to the highest concentration of truth and integrity that we can connect with right now. And so to our friends in the projects, we say, we just learned something important, and you can check for all of the strands that come into thing one anywhere, wrap them around each other like you're making a trauma rope, but then pull that presence down. And Matilda seems, if I have it right, Matilda is ready to chip whatever you pull down.
That's true.
And Black Wolf is so happy to see Matilda again, and Matilda's happy to see Black Wolf. They really love each other. They like working together. I've done this for the physical presences of the Search for Truth, but not for the non-physical.
That's
true. So let's do this for Control Room.
That's true.
And Probe. This might go a long way toward explaining what's been going on in the control room lately.
That's true, and Probe too.
And Probe too. I would like to assume that these are well-intentioned presences, but it doesn't feel well-intentioned.
The intention seems to vary. Some of them do actually feel confused and misguided and well-intentioned, but there are only a few of those, and the vast majority seems to have poor intentions.
Well, and there seem to be some that just have so much arrogance that while they might purportedly be wanting to help, they're not willing to see what they really are, who they really are. They're arrogant.
That's true.
And they're making big mistakes.
That's true.
They aren't looking up.
That's true.
Friends, we're not God, and neither are you. Look up. There's always a higher power. Look up. Look for the highest concentration of truth and integrity that you're able to connect to. And ask for guidance. You're not God. We aren't, but we aren't confused about it.
That's
We're
true.
not God, and neither are you.